One is back because after viewing the previous broadcast, I was cut out. I was cut out before the halftime whistle went. I don't know why. I don't know why. The first video clocked in at, I think it was 39 minutes maybe, but it only recorded the first 17, so and if it's because that there's Premier League stuff in it, get a grip, honestly. But if you want me to stop, well, if you want me to go buy it, fine, I'll skip the Premier League things, you know, because it's not like every other person can see that playing at home or playing it with our mates or anything like that at all. Get a grip. If it's on YouTube, what difference does that make when every single person around the world can see it in their home for whatever reason? This stupid broadcasting nonsense and pish like that. So I'm gonna jump into this, and I'm gonna take that frustration. I'm gonna take that frustration for my video because I commentated that game. So unfortunately, West Ham United are going to feel severe wrath of that. When it gets to the Premier League stuff, I'll come off it. Be like, look, you can't see it, so calm down. So we've got West Ham United. Just off the back of a game against Tottenham Hotspur, I'm going to make a couple of changes here and there just to keep the squad fresh, to give guys a bit of game time, and just mainly to ensure the happiness of one or two individuals. Martinez is going to come out and I'm going to put Mano in. He's going to start. He never came on against Tottenham Hotspur. You know, I'm going to keep Millie up front with him. And just for another bit of game time, I'm going to give Ariza Balaga a game. Yeah. I feel like everything is set, everything is prepared. Okay. Well, that's going to be the starting lineup against West Ham United. Also, when I get through these little training things, go into the actual game, I'll just spam X, just get through the whole. I don't even know why it's an issue, really. Wasn't an issue last year when I watched people on YouTube with LPs and Premier League footage on there. I don't know why. You can see it every week in broadcasting in real life. You're seeing it elsewhere at your mate's house or your own house, whatever. What difference does it make on YouTube? I honestly have no idea. I really don't have a damn clue. Right, Spam X. Ooh, there we go. Right. Now I've watched people on YouTube play with, obviously they don't cover up any of the Premier League things like the scoreboard or the way the names are listed at the bottom. It's just mainly down to the actual entrance and the music and whatnot. Maybe. So I've skipped all that, which means if this video doesn't, you know, have its full upload of the broadcast, I'll be quite upset. But we'll look at it. I mean, you know, I've broadcasted FIFA video before, and I had no problem with it back then. But obviously, somebody got a notification on YouTube, so I apologise. This is broadcasted. I can't edit in the broadcast. It just went straight to YouTube, mate. So, aye, cut me a bit of slack. But anyways, enough of that. Into the game we go against West Ham United. And here we go already. Southampton on the break. We've already had a half chance with Gabbiadini, which went for a goal kick. Here's Milik. Gabbiadini should have scored. Should have scored. I think he'll be the very first one to admit that he should have put that in the back of the net. At the moment, we are not 2-0 against West Ham. Tottenham Hotspur. We're still at 0-0 against West Ham United. Here's Trent Alexander-Arnold to Kai Havertz. Milik. And there's Gabbiadini pull on the outside. And scores for Southampton. Brilliant goal from Manolo Gabbiadini. Cut inside. Oh, didn't cut inside. Right in between the legs of the goalkeeper. And it's 1-0 to Southampton.
Number 20, Manolo Gabbiadini.
Manolo Gabbiadini with the goal. There's Manuel Lanzini. Stopped by, I think it was Jack Stevens. There's Manolo Gabbiadini again. Gabbiadini tried to play that ball through for Milik, but checked out by Chet Kuyate. There's Lamina. Ward-Prowse. Rafael Guerrero. Guerrero. It's Rafael Guerrero. He's dribbling through! And he adds to the tally that he is continuing to make in the Premier League. 2-0 to Southampton. Second goal for Rafael Guerrero. And his 9th Premier League goal of the season. Wonderful from Southampton. And West Ham United have been left in a bit of a predicament, let's say. And there's Dusan Tadic, another former individual, a former employee of this magnificent institute. Sold due to his downturn in this season's FIFA. And there's Kai Havertz. The through ball, and it's just a bit too much there for James Ward-Prowse. There's Arnautovic. Alexander-Arnold with a cover there. Oh, poor ball out from Jack Stevens. There's Milik to Gabbiadini to Kai Havertz. Havertz is bombing down this right hand side. Of course the marker goes off, but it's okay. Winston Reid. There's James Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse is on the run here. James Ward-Prowse is still going. James Ward-Prowse! Just wide of goal for James Ward-Prowse. Sessegnon going back in today. Marc Cucurella had his first performance since his injury against Tottenham Hotspur, and Manolo's trying to get through here. And now, if if the free kick that Van Dijk conceded in the previous game was a free kick, then how on earth was that? That was worse. That was just full on. Here's an elbow to your jawline. Now, you beat it, mate. That was shocking, man. Nevertheless, West Ham move forward. Here's Mikel Antonio. There's Arnautovic. Oh, and Stevens, a hesitancy of putting his foot forward there. Will Prowse. Now here comes Kai Havertz. It's an absolute pace demon here. And he's found Guerrero. Guerrero held up a lot too long. A little longer than what I'd have preferred. But corner from James Ward-Prowse coming in. Stevens. West Ham keep that line intact. And Roland Sidi. This game does hold a bit of memory for me. This was the fixture that was the setting of my first ever Saints trip down south to the coast, and it was against West Ham United. Now on that day, West Ham won 3-1. Goals from Andy Carroll, Pedro Obiang, and Mark Noble. But there is another goal for Manolo Gabbiadini, who has doubled his tally for the game and increased Southampton's lead to 3-0, and it's his 18th Premier League goal of the season. So yeah, this was a very, very passionate fixture for me. It's where at the end of the game I'd said to the gentleman with his missus afterwards, who were quite clearly aggrieved at the way that the game was lost after so many good chances from Southampton. I'd said to them at that point, it was my first trip down. Everybody was fantastic with me. The welcoming I received from a lot of the people down south for a guy being from Scotland. Although I believe all that hysteria of English and Scottish people not getting on well it's a bit overplayed now, unless it's a Scotland-England game. Even then, I was at the Scotland-England game and people got on very, very well with each other, minus the obviously drunken fools and idiots and whatnot. But everyone was fantastic with it. Gabbiadini should have had his hat-trick. That was a poor hit from the Italian, and hopefully that's not a sign of things to come in his later age. But yeah, people were so welcoming, so fantastic, and at that point I said to myself, you know what, I will keep coming down as much as I can when I have the time and when my schedule is free. That I would continue to try and make the appearances to St Mary's to one day see a home victory. I've yet to have that happen. It was close when Southampton drew 0-0 with Swansea. Maya Ishida had a very, very good chance in that game in the second. What was it, the second half? Yeah, that was the second half. Should have really scored, but you know, not a bad start to the opener in the season. Really did set the precedent of where the two sides obviously want to be, and that's positioning themselves at least mid-table, if not, in Southampton's case, they want to push higher again and try and get into that top 8 spot like they have been doing consistently for the last 2 or 3 years. Yeah, it's a wonderful place for me personally. From what I've experienced, it's it truly is a wonderful place to go to. Everyone is nice, everyone's friendly. I've pretty much spoken to at least 5 or 6 people on my way, well, on the actual day, and had a conversation and been asked questions, been asking them questions, and even had invites to Wembley for the League Cup final against Manchester United. I had a guy give me his contact number for one of his associates who, if I needed a ticket for an away game that I couldn't get access to, from a general sale point of view, I could easily get a hold of him and get a ticket, which is actually not really too, well, from what I've experienced, it's not been too difficult unless you're trying to be a bit audacious and going for the likes of maybe a Man United or there's Ward-Prowse. He gets on the score sheet finally for the Saints. The captain, the maestro, magician, whatever you want to call him, James Ward-Prowse, shrugged off the danger there, did Kai Havertz, to dink it into the box. There was James Ward-Prowse with the header down, and it should be his 24th league goal of the season. Not bad from a young English centre-attacking midfielder. But yeah, the guys were, if you go for if you're trying to go for the Emirates, I can imagine trying to get tickets for the Emirates or Old Trafford or Stamford Bridge are going to be very difficult. In fact, I was on the ticket website just a couple of days ago, and I've actually qualified through my official membership eligibility to purchase a ticket for the game against Man City at the Etihad, which I was like, alright, okay, well, I know they've increased the capacity in that end of the ground where they house the away supporters, but that's good signs to see that I could get tickets for the away end, no bother. But unfortunately that day, it's a midweek fixture. I really should have tapped that in by Gabbiadini. It's a midweek fixture and it's in Manchester. It's not too bad, but the prices that the train lines are asking for is ridiculous. Having to stay over, having to take time off work, and it built up. Like, I try and plan these trips so that I can maybe do them at the weekend, and so that I can do it, like travelling down on the Friday night, go to the game, travel back on the Saturday night, get home on the Sunday to Scotland, and then be like literally in my house for about 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, having just set off from Aberdeen at 7-8 o'clock at night on the Friday. The away trips I don't mind. If it was a weekend, the trips I've done, they've all been weekend games. I've not done a midweek game in the Premier League. I would feel that that's the one that's, for time-wise, obviously, because travelling tends to be different. I prefer travelling by night on the coach and sleeping. So, like, when I wake up, I'm basically there. There's a substitution coming off as Dusan Tadic. Coming on is Gucci and some other guy. Oh, Lanzini and Tadic both came off. Alright, okay, I was reading that wrong. So Fernandez and Taguchi. Oh, and I think that was Milik with the header. Good save from Arjun. Need to be quick there. But yeah, the trips I've done, they've all been weekend trips, and it's like, I prefer travelling down at night. You wake up, you're there in the morning, you have your day, you travel back to London, you get your coach at night, and then by the time you get home, by the time you wake up, you're basically back home in Scotland, and unless you have to wake up and you have to change coach at Glasgow, which has only happened to me once. It was actually on a trip home from Preston. But no, I haven't done the weekday trips. It's a knock for Ward-Prowse. I'm not going to take a chance for that because he's a very important figure in my team. So I'm going to take him off. I'm going to put Max Meyer on and try to get this ball out as quickly as possible because I don't want the ref. Oh, please tell me that was for offside. Oh, it's for offside. I mean, he's walking off, that's okay. I just don't want to take a chance with Ward-Prowse. He's a very, very important part of my team. But yeah, any recommendation if you ever want to go down to a game in England, and I can understand the attractions of wanting to go see a big team like Man United, Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, and for those match day experiences alone, I would imagine them being fantastic. But you know, for a genuine feel of, and I know it's cliche. I mean, I know it's a bit ironic to say that, you know, like, well, you go watch a team who's maybe not as big as those clubs, because all the clubs now financially are on par with each other, in at least, you know, in terms of the revenue you can get from the Premier League and TV rights. But I mean, and they're all well backed and well powered. But you know, just from the aspect of, you see the everyday fan, and you know that they're so. Oh, Millie, God, took a bobble there. But yeah, it's just like the guys who go week in and week out, they've been going for the last 20, 30, 40 years. I've grown up with the local guys that they deem as legends, and the guys who aren't always recognised, the guys who aren't always in the tabloids and the media for their work on the pitch because they're not the biggest name in football, but what they contribute and what they give these guys week in and week out for the last 20, 30 years, and how they are able to build memories and create moments for these fans to remember, to tell generations down the line. It's just it's part and parcel of what makes the game such a spectacle to watch. And from my times going down, and it's like, for them, you know, it's like there's no real disappointment that, oh, we're not finishing in a European spot, or oh, can't believe we didn't get to the cup final. It's just constantly, you just want to go and watch your team, and when you play against the big guys, make every moment count. And well, let's have it be torn apart here. Oh, I'm just on the way from the corner, I knew. Yeah. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, but the guys just wanting to have those long-lasting memories and not having to be part of the big elite saying, hey, we won the league this year and last year, and buying like 70, 80 million pound players in order to do so. I know it sounds ironic, me being a Celtic supporter, when we win the league every year in Scotland, but based on the budget that we've got and what we've got to work with, you know, it's just a totally different level to where these guys are. I mean, they're on, you know, just a different planet with how much money's in the game, and despite how much money is in the game on the match day, to me it just feels like you're going to watch your local team play. You know, you go to the pub, you have a few pints, you get a pie, a match day programme, whatnot. There's no snootiness, there's no we're better than you, there's no no one acting like they should be treated a hell of a lot better than anyone else. These are just regular working people going to watch a game of football, and it's just the magic of the game, and it's got that feeling of just your standard Saturday 3 o'clock game where the passions and emotions on high, and it just makes for an overall wonderful experience. But I will say this, the one thing I do want to experience is a match day. Oh, how have I not scored that? That was shocking, Guerrero. You know, I'll give this boy Falke a chance to come on for Sessegnon. But yeah, just I personally would recommend it. It's just fantastic. Mind you, I go at great lengths to get down to the bottom of the country, and I've got people asking, why do you travel so far down to watch that team? Is it not easier to go and watch like a team closer to you, like a Manchester United or a Man City or a Liverpool? And it probably would be, but it's just a choice I've made from the cards I've been dealt with here on FIFA. It's mainly the reason why I go down. And hopefully my next Southampton trip I'll see a convincing one like this, but probably not. But here comes Kai Havertz to maybe add some more trauma to West Ham's despair. And there's one of the subs, Haraguchi. I can't remember who the other guy, I think it was Fernandes that came on for West Ham. And gets the Portuguese guy Hernandez, and good cover there by Falke at the back post. The goal kick for Arrizabalaga. This game's not been as competitive as what the Spurs game was, but it's what I've made of it, and I can't help that. That's clearly the way the game's gone, and the computer has just not been matching itself to me in this instance. Here's Max Meyer, very poor cross at the box. Holy crap! Very surprising there. Stevens, Van Dijk. There's Meyer. Gabbiadini. Havertz. Meyer. He's already scored once. Saved by the keeper, Adrian. And there are the loyal Saints giving the team back. And then I don't know what I was doing with Guerrero there. That was poor. But I've got a corner out of it, and I'm going to make one more sub. I know it's a centre half or a right back, but just for 4 minutes, let that slide. Guerrero with a cross in the box. There's Van Dijk. And that's only a second game in a row that Milik hasn't scored in. Unless I can get something with him now. There's Guerrero. Completely wrong pass there for Milik. It's been the Gabbiadini show by far. There's Kai Havertz, Meyer, Guerrero, Milik, the way up. Okay. That's not exactly what I wanted to do, but Guerrero! Gabbiadini! And it's a corner, surely. It is a corner. Well done, ref. Lamina with the corner in. It's Gabbiadini up there. Oh, Christ, that was dangerous. That was a high boot there. Lamina. Meyer. Oh, Gabbiadini on the turn! And to round it off, a hat-trick for Manolo Gabbiadini. The man with the badge on his heart. Big Manolo with that big goal. And West Ham have been truly romped by a 20th Premier League or 19th Premier League goal of the season for Manolo Gabbiadini.
Goal for Southampton, number 20, Manolo
And
Gabbiadini.
that concludes the end of the game. And with that, 6 goals, 3 points, all in a day's work for Southampton, and we go marching on again. So the next game is against Leicester. Oh, I know we're not on track. Oh, Vitinho's behave. Don't worry, it's fine. We'll get there. But anyways, hopefully this video will survive. So until then, hope you've enjoyed the viewing once you do get the chance to see this. And in the next episode, we will be playing Leicester City at the King Power Stadium. So thank you for your time, and see you later.